Is it working? Are we working? Yeah, I'd probably. That's true. Okay, so after stream last night, hold on, let me do this real quick. After stream last night, we hung out in the Discord and I played a little bit more off stream. Um Me, Exit, and Clipper were hanging out. So I recorded these clips just for like archiving sake. Y'all know how I be. So one of the main quests you have to do. Yo, what up, Lux? How you doing, bud? So as y'all know, we're a Blockbuster store, and so one of the quests you have to do is break these kiosks that are essentially supposed to be like Netflix kiosk, which I think's freaking hilarious. And so that was one of them. Let's delete that. We just got to get caught up on a couple of these. So then you go around, you got to hand out flyers to people. I am blown away by how big the map is. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, Lux. Well, come in, bring it in, dude. Dude, stop pulling away from me. Come here, Lux. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Come on, bud. All right, yes, please do. Also, did you ever get back around to talking to the one lady friend, or that was hoping to become a lady friend? Dude, what's up with my encoder today? This is weird. I think like when it rains. Oh, that is what it's gonna be about? See, I know you, Lux. I'm inside of you so deep, and have been for like a year now. Perpetually deep. Level 6. Hey, Z, what do you know about raising the roof, huh? Hey, Z. Z, will you do one thing for me real quick? Will you raise the roof? Come on, everyone. One time. Let's just raise the roof. I think sometimes that's really what's gone wrong with society over the last 20 or so years is we're not raising enough roof. Am I right? You're good. You're not 30. You don't careful now. Careful now, Z. Careful now, Z. Be careful. You're treading on thin ice, bub. I'm inside of you so deep, Creed. What you been gaming on lately, dude? Oh, dude. Okay, so one of the things, can y'all hear me fine? When the music's this loud, does it drown me out or no? One of the things you can do in it's good. Okay, thank you. One of the things you can do in this game is you can mix movies and make your own movie. So I mixed Good Burger essentially, Bad Burger, and the movie It, right? I mixed Bad Burger and the movie It, and I got a movie that is a family. It's like genre is family, but its theme is psychological. Which I honestly, in real life, that would be kind of a cool hybrid. I don't want a lot for Christmas. So, leave, Lux. I'm guessing I'm not supposed to. I like the energy too, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an early morning stream. I haven't eaten yet, so I probably don't have carbs like weighing down my soul or something. You know, GMOs doing stuff. Red 5 fucking me up. Um, my hands are so cold. I'm currently sitting on them. Uh, Lux, am I supposed to read this out loud or no? Just process it. But you know what do you mean, dude? I need an emote of this. I need a Creed raise the roof emote. That was kind of weird, but it's whatever. What was the raising the roof? Okay, you stop. You stop right now. All right, we're almost done with these. Oh, it turns out. Oh yeah, Lux. I think you said it. The dodged a bullet, I think, is something you just need to keep remind. Even if like something else happens in like a couple hours, where you're like, no, I didn't dodge a bullet. I miss her. I should text. No, no, no. Reread yourself. Reread yourself. You're very astute there. Because yeah, like you're alluding to, I hate to say it, and I'm not. This is not a gender specific thing. Yo, by the way, I finally bought myself the scooter, and look at me parkour poppying my tits off. Now, granted, I was also watching something else last night, so I think I stopped for a minute. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here. There you go. But yeah, like, I think it's one of those things where, let's say she was with you, then she might do that with somebody else. You know what I mean? And definitely dodged a bullet. Speaking of which, and I know that this was at your downfall, Lux, but do you remember when you were talking in chat about that? I cracked up the other day. No, again, not at you, but like with us more. Bro, when you were talking about that in chat, and Alex said something like, you were like, I'm gonna go talk to her or something. I don't remember, but she basically, Alex was being a professional hater, and I cracked up at the other day because one, I wanted success for you, but I was like, dude, she was on in her bag with those. She was like, well, if it's involving you, she says something like, if it's involving you needing to talk to her, then the conversation's probably not going to last that long, so you don't even need to worry about it. And I was like, damn, damn. I mean, you can respond to it, but don't read them all. Okay, yeah. No, I got you. Searching for toast, dude. Of all of the things about me that a person may or may not want to see in that capacity, I can promise you it's not my toes. The rest of my feet, maybe, not my toes, not my toenail, especially. I have one of my. I'll just Creed lore. One of my big toenails is a little janky because when I was snowboarding one time. Essentially, how do I word this? Okay, so if you've ever been snowboarding or skiing for that matter, right? You put your foot in a boot, and then you tie the shoestrings, okay, and you get that tight. Then you put your booted foot into a like a bracket, right? That's not what like. So there's a snowboard, and then there's like the plastic part, okay? And then you put your foot in the plastic part, right? And then you put the straps, boom, okay? And here's the key thing. Now, most people know all that. You're gonna do that. You're gonna handle that. Okay? You're gonna make sure your shoes are tied. You're gonna make sure those straps are clasped well on your foot. What most people probably don't check is to check how well the actual like foot plastic thing is screwed into the actual snowboard, right? So anyways, I'm going down a mountain in West Virginia. I'm at Snowshoe in West Virginia. I'm on the third most difficult run on the mountain. And I'm going down, and we are bevied up, by the way. I mean, we are probably at least 7 nice cold ones down, right? And I'm snowboarding, we're doing fine, and all of a sudden, I just feel my left foot, just like free. Like it just felt like it's free as a bird now. And I looked down, and my left foot, my left boot, and the like actual entire bracket that your foot goes into, like clasp and all, had come off of the snowboard. Like the screws had come off. And so I'm literally 1 foot in, 1 foot with almost like a cast. It almost felt like I had a boot on my foot, like I hurt my ankle, you know? And long story short, and so I'm like, oh shit. And so basically what I try to do is do a controlled crash so I don't get hurt worse, you know? And in doing so, my toenail got eviscerated, and it's never fully grown back. I know that's kind of gross, and maybe one day I'll show y'all, but you don't want to see it. I can tell you that much. Like it's one of those, it broke like 3/4, so you have the normal nail, and then the other nail has to, like your new nail has to grow on top. So it looks much better than it used to, because over years I had to kind of like, it's not a cool thing. So one thing I paused this because in this game, apparently people won't return their movies. So you'll have late rental fees, which is hilarious, right? And so that's what this symbol means. I wasn't actually sure at first. I was like, what is this sign? And then like their late fee is $17, but you can negotiate with them. And so I was actually able to sweeten the deal right here in a second. And you'll see that she not only is giving me my movie back, she's giving me $17, but she's also like gonna throw in like a basketball and some candy or something. So that's how you could adjust the price. Oh no, she gave me some scratch offs. There's like lottery scratch off tickets and then 4 basketballs. I mean, great deal. I got my money. I got 4 basketballs and 2 scratch offs. Pretty sick. Okay, there's 6 minutes left in this. I'm going to show this again just for archiving purposes. Let me go get my water and everything that I would normally do at the beginning of the stream, and I will be back very, very quick. Bro, hey man, Alex was right. Read the last thing you sent? Okay. Is wait. So she soft launched him through a profile picture? Oh, and I think I've missed some stuff here. Yo, what up, Attaboy? What up, DeCursed? Yo, DeCursed, did you see the thing I pinged you in? For those, hold on, I'll actually show this real quick. If you go to, oops, I actually kind of just leaked that. Movies. So last night in Discord, we watched. Let me pause this. We watched Mallrats, right? And Mallrats has Jay and Silent Bob in it. Y'all might remember. Okay, so Jay Muse, the guy who plays Jay in those movies, streams on Twitch. I shouted him out last night. So he streamed today, right? And if you've seen Mallrats, hold on, maybe I can pull it up real quick. Give me 1 second. In Mallrats, near the end, I know DeCurse is gonna remember it because he was there throughout movie night. But hold on, near the end, Jay does something with his left hand, left arm, right? He goes. First off, I think this is just funny in general. But like, okay, you know when somebody surprises you, like you turn the corner and they're like, you might go like, or you know what I mean? You might like bow up. Well, he essentially bows up, but he does it with his left hand, his left. I don't remember where it's at. Oh, here it is. I think this is one of them. Yeah, here we go. This is one of them. Watch. So he does that twice, and I noticed that. That's his left hand. So I asked him in chat today, I go, are you left-handed, by the way? Because the way you fake throw those punches on Mallrats at the end, like to Shannon, rest in peace, is so good. And what's cool is his own mods didn't even know this. So like, you're left-handed? Emma and I are left-handed too. How did I not see that? And then I eventually go, yeah, I guessed it because of how he did this, right, instead of this. And you know the mod was like, damn, that was pretty astute or observant, whatever he said. But I thought that was a kind of cool thing that we were able to have a film class. I noticed something like this. And then what's cool about Twitch is it then allows you to have an in-person reaction. And he read my message and he goes, I am Creed so clutch. I am left-handed indeed, or something like that. And then that's when they were all like, you're left-handed? That's crazy. So, shout out Twitch for giving us moments like this. The way that the next morning there's a potential to interact with somebody who's in a movie we just watched. So dope. Also, yeah, I thought that was cool. I was like, are you left-handed? Because the way you throw these bows. Hold on, I might actually timestamp that to him. Okay. Move that out of the way. Looks. I'm on cellular right now, so short visit, but definitely watch the VOD later. Great movie last night. Not quite Clerks or Jay and the Silent Bob, but such a good movie. Agreed. I like. So my favorite is Dogma. Of those, my favorite is by far Dogma. I think the best of them in terms of like actual movie quality is Chasing Amy. But yeah, I think Mallrats is the second or third in them. So it's obviously important in terms of like laying the foundation of some of the characters, like Ben Affleck's character and things like that. But yeah, I do agree that it's I like Jay and Silent Bob more, especially dude. Carrie Fisher's cameo as the like slutty nun, rest in peace. Also, Carrie Fisher's cameo as like the slutty nun is so good in Jay and Silent Bob, so good. Yeah, I think I randomly did. I don't know if you followed him after I did that last night, but I think I started following him through Fortnite. Like whenever I would watch Fortnite. So, I mean, obviously, when you play Fortnite, I still, or Bang, I indirectly watch Fortnite through y'all. But um, back when I would like actively watch Fortnite, like 2020 or something like that, I don't even remember how I found them, but or maybe I think that's what it is. I followed him on Instagram for like however long, 20 years, 15 years, and then he posted on his story like live on Twitch kind of thing, and I was like, anyways, I don't watch him religiously, but I definitely dropped in when I saw that, which is pretty sick. I love when he doesn't do it often, but when he has what's it called? Kevin Smith on his stream, it's so great. Yeah, but they've been together for a couple months when I realized. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Lux, are you still there? Yo, what up, Extreme? Lux, if you're still there, I think I missed something. So there was the day you were in class. She was a classmate with you, right? And then you were gonna go talk to her, but you couldn't because of like she was really sick or something like that. So I'm guessing in the interim, since we talked in chat that one time, like a week or two ago, and now you did go up to her, talk to her, and that expanded into even hanging out one-on-one time, and then all of a sudden the stuff started to come together. No pun intended. No, I never talked to her about it. Well, I think, okay, what I mean by that is like when you first talked about it, it made it seem like you had never really interacted with her, like you had never, chopped it up. So I guess I was confused. You had to have at some point went and chopped it up with her, yeah? Our hanging out was before. Oh. Okay, so your conversation wasn't like the first time talking to her. It was like you potentially seeing if she wanted to go marginally, no matter how far forward. That's what it was about. Like you wanted to go see if she wanted to go a little further, like just being dates. Gotcha. Yeah, I think you dodged a bullet. That's the number. That's the word that I would keep, or the expression that I would keep going on. Get a man. Full cheating. Yeah, that's very misleading. And again, that's not just a women. Like men do that even worse, arguably. So not trying to hate on women here, but in this vacuumous situation, that was very conniving. She definitely seems like the type to be very like she doesn't seem like she wants it to be known until it absolutely needs to be known because maybe it's an attention thing. Who knows? You got to go to class now. Living life like the Matrix. Martin Garrix. Gotta go to class. All right, dude. Enjoy your class, man. Thank you for dropping in. I'm not gonna be streaming long. This is probably gonna be an hour-long stream, hour and a half tops. Dodging bullets, exactly. Keep that in your mind. You're too valuable. Don't let. Yo, look. This is the scratch-off system in the game. It's so good. Okay, let me go get my water. The cursed. If I'm imagining you're probably gonna go live here soon. But yeah, I'll be back. Just let me go get my water. There's 4 minutes left. No, not today. Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna go get my water. Be right back. We're playing a clip again. This is from Rewind 99 from last night. There's 4 minutes. I just wanted to show this for like my VOD sake to show some of the stuff I did last night off stream. And yeah, and we'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Yo, what up, Blue Jay? Yo, I'm playing like a mashup. It's like songs that are mashed up together. I can't tell if I like this one. It's like Slipknot and Justin Timberlake mixed, mashed up together. Alright, that should be the end of the video. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's get into it. Oh, look at that screenshot I took from fucking Claire Obscure. Oh my. I've long said that I feel like, A, I want there to be like a National Geographic, but for video games, where the whole thing is just like incredible photos of nature from games. And I think I'd be a good photographer at that. Yo, the curse. I wish I was as good as you at promoting the homies as you are. You're so good at gassing up, like, uh, you know, like give my friend so and so, they do this, this, and this. You got a talent at that. Okay, this is where we're at. Unfortunately, this game like essentially doesn't pause, so it keeps going even if you do that. Oh, bro. Okay, I love this mashup. Holy. It's Kung Fu Fighting and Sugar We're Going Down Swinging. I hired a second employee. Now I have one that works in the evening, one that works at in the morning. I'll be the number one with a bullet. All right, sounds good. Yo, speaking of work, dude. Speaking of work, I really, really, really like. I know you don't want to accept money because you're still trying to learn, but at the same time, I really need help. Like, really need help with some stuff. So even if it's not, like, you're not fully satisfied with your quality, I'm satisfied enough with your quality to get some of the stuff that I need done. If you can, and I will pay. Really, really need help. Especially after beating Requiem. Okay, we're up to 14 hundo bucks. Little V-bucks. See what we can buy now. Yo, so again, this game is dope with how many movies they let you start with, right? Like not start with, like, I mean in the core game. Like obviously you still have to unlock, like you have to unlock this, and then all the way down to here. But I mean, like, that's in the base game to eventually unlock. Like Space Slam, Scarebud, the good, and the good. That's good. Dating Private Brian. Oh, this is new. We just unlocked. Austin Trousers, by the way. So good. Women in Black. I love how the collectibles that you find out in the world are displayed here. Like there's the Nintendo 64 cartridges, the Game Boy cartridges. There's like some Nokia phones. There's a Tamagotchi I found. 2 Tamagotchis. I found like a Super Soaker. Watch me. You. It depends on what you need since I've gotten real busy lately. Gotcha. That is unlucky. Running my own Minecraft server and helping a friend learn editing and general. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I mean, it's up to you. It doesn't depend on me. It depends, do you want to spend more time helping the friend for free, or potentially try, like, make money for, like, I'm not trying to strong arm your homie, because I know that sometimes it's not about the money, because you've obviously done a lot for me for free, but like I'm at a point, like I'm trying to spend money, at least some, like, I mean, it's not a crazy amount. I'm not gonna put somebody on retainer, but I mean, I can pay, like, I'm willing to pay up to like $40 for a couple of projects, so to speak. I feel like I have too much product, dude. Got all this stuff on the shelves. We got stuff in the lost and found. Yo, what's this? Oh, that's just money. Oh, that's cool. I love how there's a movie called Austin Trousers. Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like my recommendation. I told him to try the movie Try Hard, and he was like, oh, no thanks. Bruce Willis? No, not on my watch. I love when the math works out cleanly like that. I don't remember Try Hard being a Christmas movie. Try Hard isn't a Christmas movie. That's true. Die Hard, though? No, I'm just kidding. You know what I always say? I think like, if you really want to pull out, like, you want to be a ball knower in terms of, like, obscure Christmas movie that isn't, but is, there's two that I would go with. The most obscure is Batman 2. Welcome to We Be Flicking You. Hey, guys. Oh, I didn't know I can greet them. Hey, guys. Do we even need you? We're doing rental returns? No, we don't. We need you. Let's do the register. No, restocking. Confirm. It's Batman 2, and then the other one is a movie called Umbrellas of Cherbourg, which is a French film that came out in, like, the 70s. I don't like this mashup. No me gusta. DeCurse, what would you say are some of your favorite movies of all time? Yo, what do we got going on here? Hello? What's the hold up? His name is Ricky Ratchet. Hell yeah, bud. I think we probably need more shelves. Oh wait, I can't. Hold on. Every empire starts with knocking down some walls. Level 5 required. Each unlock increases next price by 25%. The first frontal expands. From the humble doorway, your empire spreads. Walls fall, shelves rise. It costs 1,000. I don't think we're there yet. Yeah, I didn't like that one either. All right, enough with that playlist. Oh, that's what we're talking about. We like the look of that. Okay, what if I do this? We're gonna pick this up. I love how you can change the movie posters too. We got Donnie Darktoons, Women in Black, Austin Trousers, A Bug Strife. Okay, what we eventually want to do is I want to have this whole thing be just this type of bookshelf. Or shelf, I should say. And then we're going to make each one of these just like a solitary genre. So people who want a certain genre can see like, oh, there's my horrors, there's my animation. And then over here, we don't really care. Okay. Oh, that dude was like, hey man, I was trying to buy that. Although these aren't the same bookshelves. Look, this is open-ended on the end and this isn't. Oh well. How do I keep getting that wrong? Skill issue, some would say. Okay. Dude, what is happening? Okay, you need to get out of my store. There's just no two ways about it. I don't know what you're doing, but something's happening over here. Yeah, y'all go on now, get. Okay? I'm sorry, but sometimes you just gotta lay down the metal pipe. And that is not a euphemism. But it could be. Your girl's watching. I don't like blocking the window, though. Oh, that works. Dazed and Confused. Oh, great choice. I love Dazed and Confused. We're just trying to smoke a joint at the 50-yard line, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. I wonder how many high schools around the country dealt with that in the years following that movie's release. Like if that movie would and that concept came out in an era of social media where we have trends, right? And everyone's doing a trend, you know that would have become like national news. Like principals, be on the lookout. Kids are trying to smoke a joint on the 50-yard line. You got to be diligent. Detroit Rock City. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Detroit Rock City. Does that have what's her name? Kate Hudson in it? Oh, no. I'm thinking of Almost Famous, aren't I? Kate Hudson's in Almost Famous. Lost Boys, Pulp. You know, I'm a huge Tarantino fan. I fuck with that. Lost Boys. Lost Boys is the vampire one, right? Or is that Outsiders? I always get them mixed up. Lost Boys is the vampire one. Okay, yeah. Lost Boys is fire. Love that. I used to not like it because I thought it was gonna just be like Outsiders, and then when I learned the true, not that Outsiders is bad, it's just, you know, it's not fully my cup of tea. Like as somebody who had seen the movie Warriors prior to seeing the movie Outsiders, I liked Warriors more, a lot more. Yo, this booster pack, so you see how I have these trading cards, they're called Quest Snakes. This is an actual real trading card game. I don't know if it existed prior to this game coming out or if it came out after the game, that, you know, but yeah. Pretty cool. Like it has its full its own website, the whole nine. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna copy and paste that the curse because I like in my Discord in the movie channel seeing people's favorite movies, so I'm gonna put that for you. The curse. Some of the curse's fave movies. Yeah, Dogtown I've seen. Which the one? So there's Dogtown, and then there's Lords of Dogtown, right? And then there's also a movie that is probably completely different, but it has Justin Timberlake in it. Is that anything? Did I do anything there? Is Justin in Lords of Dogtown? Yo, these guys need to relax. And also, where's my employee at? Not No Time University. I heard that. Oh my god, this whole time. Okay, so at the end of my streams, I crank up the music. And I completely forgot to turn it back down. So I have been, at least for the last couple minutes, my music's been way louder than I had meant. I apologize for that. Is the movie Dog? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I've only seen Lords of Dogtown. I have not seen the documentary. Is the movie just a dramatized version of the documentary? Obviously, like, does it kind of tells the same story? Like, it involves the same place, the same Dogtown, the same people, kind of like kickstarting the skateboarding trend. I need to buy more of these. This is the movie that we made. We combined Good Burger and It. I like the idea of Keenan and Kel having to go into the sewers after Pennywise. I thought that would be funny. Upon reflection, it was. Deep ocean slime. The texture is irresistible to some. Oh, don't run me over. Wait, we got a shelf with nothing on it. Hold on. No, that's not what we want. We want movies. Hold on. Hold on, customers. Just 1 second. Dude, this line is getting absurd. I need another employee. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Is what I was referring to. But yes, it glorifies the Z-Boys. Yo, what up, Leafy? I appreciate you, dude. Thanks again for last night. I think. Still assuming that was you. No, I'm just kidding. You sent visual proof. What you got going on today, dude? We're probably only going to be streaming for another 40-ish minutes, maybe. Did you... You shouldn't have fully lost your streak. Can't you, like, if you miss a stream, don't you have 24 hours to, like, watch, clips or a VOD? Or isn't there a way to recover your stream streak? But the answer is, so I started... Oh, then your stream streak might have ended, when you... I don't know, did you miss Newsday or something? Because, like, okay, so... Earlier today, I started a stream, and then my computer crashed. Like, literally, I don't know, 40 seconds into the stream. We booted the computer back up, and then we started a new stream. So at first, I was like, maybe that's how you lost it, and if so, that's a bummer. Because to me, that stream shouldn't count. Like, if a stream ends within 2 minutes, 3, I don't know what the number this should be at. But if a stream ends within a couple minutes, it shouldn't count. But now sometimes if it ends like really quickly, like less than 10 seconds, it won't count. It won't even show up in your like past broadcast list, right? Sometimes. But anyways, long story short, the one that happened earlier, it absolutely counted. Like if I show you... I don't normally like to go to this area of Twitch, but look, if you come to your oh, I guess they took it off. So earlier, so right now you see this stream that we're currently on. But I swear before I started the second one, there was a stream that said it was it would say Friday, March 13th, and then it basically said 10:39 to 10:41. And it was like 2 minutes, 0 viewers, 0, 0, 1, yada yada. But it looks like they've taken that off. So long story short, I guess you might have missed Newsday or something if your streak is at 2. Yo no say. Yo, this is the new Gorillaz song. It's so fire. Their whole album is sick, dude. The Gorillaz are great. Yeah, you're good. Like I said, there should have only been one stream. Unfortunately, my computer crashed. And so yeah, we had to do what we had to do. I hope it didn't I hope that didn't legitimately cost a streak. Because I don't know how it works. Like, again, I do know how they do let you recover your streak, right? Like, if you actually miss a stream, you have essentially like 24 hours to watch something else of that content creator to recover it. And as I'm sure you know probably by now. But I don't know how it works where, like, let's say a person streams, so people miss it because it's a short stream, and then they immediately do a second stream. Like, does that still let... yeah, I don't know. Twitch probably doesn't know either, dude. Yo, DeCurse, did you see that feature they're gonna roll out where it's like it's called Gift 'em All. It's literally said it's called Gift 'em All, and it is alright, we don't need two actions. Hold on. And one, I love the premise of it's a way to try to get people who are actually watching the stream, especially in that moment. It's a way to get them a higher chance of getting a gifted sub. But the problem is if the stream is any like where remotely like popping, that's gonna be so expensive for so many people, right? Like, you have to... hold on, sorry. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, because, like, let's say a streamer has 80, just 60 viewers, right? And in that moment, there are 30 people unsubbed, and you press that. You're now having to pay for 30 subs. So again, I love the concept of trying to wait, because as somebody, I shout that out all the time. Like, if somebody gifts 5, it's always dope. Whoa. Tammy Tubers lost 4 tapes after keeping them 3 past due. Oh, whoa. 2 employees paid what? What did that say? What'd you say? Like, yeah, if somebody gives 5, it's always dope when, like, let's say 4 of them, I think a good ratio is 4 of the 5 gifted hit somebody that is, like, active in the community, in the chat and stuff like that, and then maybe 1 goes to somebody completely random, because you do still want gifted subs to go to, like, completely, like, I don't want to call them random, but you know what I mean, like non-regulars, because then you never know, that might kind of like bring them back in. They might come back into the stream just to say thanks to the person who gifted, and then you never know, maybe in that moment the streamer's doing something that person likes more than the first time, and so they stay longer. So there is a benefit of gifting the, like, seemingly random, air quote, people. But sometimes it's like people will give 5 subs and you're like, dude, I don't know any of them. Have they even been in my stream in like this, like, since COVID? Exactly. Pokimane. Imagine, and they randomly drop in. Like if okay, that's me and you need to make a pack right now, DeCurse. You're obviously a bigger streamer than I am, but if either of us become like a big streamer, we should. You know how okay, especially big women streamers, they'll have like unbanned request streams, and that can kind of be its own like content or whatever. Where was I going with this? Oh, we make a pack where we like once a month, once every 3 months or something, we go through all of the little streams. Because like I would imagine that Amaranth, for example, probably gets randomly gifted a sub in a small stream. What would you guess? 18 times a month, maybe, right? 18 give or take times a month. How funny would it be if like once every other month she just like took a day, maybe not even a day, took an hour and dropped in all of the small streams that she was randomly gifted in, or not even all of them, but like a chunk of them, and like everyone's just like, it worked. She's here, or they're here. He's here. He's here. I think that'd be hilarious. That'd be funny. Let's make a pact to do that if we ever blow up, like blow up. We're gonna get never too big to go drop in a small stream and say, hey, thanks for the sub, and then we might immediately dip. But I think that'd be hilarious, dude. Also, last night when I was playing off stream, look, there's this button that says press here, right? And I've thrown a basketball at it and I've hit it. I've thrown a... Okay, it didn't do that last time. Oh my god. Do you think 10 at best? Okay, I'll give that. Dude, this is... No way. Dude, what's funny is when I hit this last night, nothing happened. Hell yeah, dude. 30 and out. Dude, that's really good. Let's go. Long may that continue. I mean, you tell me, Dartmania. You tell me. There's a cat over a gas station and an electric rave going on right now. And all I did was throw my scooter at a button that said press here. You tell me, bud. Nah, but I think if you like shop sim... Okay, here's what I went into it thinking it was a shop simulator primarily, which it is, but to me, and I've only played... I don't know, 4 hours of it so far since yesterday. It plays more like Schedule 1. I don't know if you played Schedule 1 last year, but like in examples of how it feels like Schedule 1. So, okay, it's a shop simulator in the store. Boom, and it's pretty dope. But there's an entire map, as you can see, and it's pretty big, okay? You also see where all your customers are, like Schedule 1. You can also see their, like, how much they like you at your computer, like Schedule 1, and, like, what kind of genres they like, what side hustles they appreciate. So, I'm really loving it. I think I'm going to sink a lot of hours into it, because, again, technically it just came out, right? And it's launched, but it's in early access. And like, this is just an example of how many stuff's already in the game, like, usable. Okay, so in terms of movies, like, you see all of these, minus this one, hold on, okay, minus that one, ignore that one. All of these are movies that are in the game at launch, essentially, right? You obviously have to level up, but there's a ton of movies, okay? So you can have different permutations. Then you get something called the movie mixing station. And you can literally, hold on, let me just grab two movies. Finding Nemo, Global Recall. Okay? You can, like, make hybrid movies. Oh, look at that! I don't know how they're able to get away with that. That is an almost direct Johnny Bravo ripoff right there, but we take it. Finish. Loot item. So now I have a movie called Tales from the Abandoned Church, and I can sell it. Let's go. Hold on, guys. I know y'all are popping off. It's getting crazy over here. So yeah, I think it's worth it. There's a lot of items, right? Just in the movies. Plus you have snacks to buy. You got toys to sell. What's cool is this card game, this TCG Quest Snakes, is an actual real... TCG and like, I don't know if it came out before the game and the game just included it, or how did this come about, but the TCG in game is a real thing. You got side hustles like movie mixing. Apparently we can do an arcade machine later. And then across the street, going back to the map, I'll get to you guys. Look at my line right now. See that arcade shop? When you go over there and you hover over the items, it'll say like can't purchase yet. And I like how our villain is essentially Netflix, Retinant. But yeah, I think it's worth it. It looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff. Like there's a map, there's a scooter you can whip around and do backflips naturally. There are collectibles out in the world. Your character has an actual dumpy. Look at that thing. I mean, that's a cheeks. I mean, that's a short swallowing dumpy if I've seen one. All right. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Looks decent. Gotcha. What kind of games do you normally play? Also, welcome in. I hope you're having a good Friday. Wherever part of the world you're from. Dart Mania. Do you like darts? Like, you know, actual darts? And if so, are you British? Check Discord DMs. Yes, sir. Hold on one second. This guy's, look at his crop top. It has an absolute trench warfare belly button hair and a shirt that says cutie pie. Honestly, Dart, one of my I can't remember how, like, some of the other shop simulators I've played in the last year and a half do it, right? But when somebody pays with a credit card in this game and you need to type out how much you're charging the credit card, you actually type on your I don't know if you can see it. You type on your keypad, right? And I don't know. There's just something mad satisfying about that. It feels very visceral, where you're just like, doop doop. See, like $7.98. Bam. You reckon this over Pawnbroker? I've never played Pawnbroker Sim, but I think so. Again, I have no idea what Pawnbroker Sim does, but the fact that this is not only a shop sim, but it's more like Schedule 1, I think is gonna give it legs, at least for a little while, right? I mean, eventually we got burnt out of Schedule 1. And then yes, there is a multiplayer function. In fact, when you first boot the game up, right, one of the things it tells you is like, hey, this game is in early access. And then it says, hey, we've kind of primarily built this game to be a single player experience. So if you do partake in the multiplayer, basically expect some bugginess, like expect some jankiness in the multiplayer thing. And they basically are like, that's why we're releasing it in early access like we are, because of the multiplayer mechanics, apparently. So yes, it does have a co-op thing. I don't know to what degree. And they are warning people that, like, right now, that's kind of the chunkier part of the game. But I can say through my, like, 4 hours so far, the single player, I haven't had a bug. I haven't had any jankiness. It's been awesome. Except for when my freaking employees start working and I have to sit here for 5 minutes. Alright, let's see what Decur said. Ooh! That's yesterday's, dude? Damn. I love that for the lad. Dude, let's go, Decurst. That's one thing, where like the way that I play games, like overall I love it. I've always been this way, and I don't want to change that. But when it comes to streaming, there are parts of me that wish I can there's very much an element of like, how do I word this? Like on Twitch, there's a lot of streamers who kind of want to maintain a directory, right? So like, for example, when I was playing Marvel Snap a lot, and that, I guess that was maybe one of the closest in the last couple years I've gone to maining one game, is I would get a lot of raids, not from people who knew me, but from people who would want to keep their viewers in the same, like, you know, climate, so to speak. Because naturally they're like, they watching me for Marvel Snap, they want to probably just watch Marvel Snap. And so, like, I've missed that. Like, I miss that, like, recognizing people because you see them. Well, in other streams is what I was gonna say, and then obviously that can still be a thing, right? You can still recognize people in other streams from other streams, but like when you know what I mean? When you're kind of in the same. Never mind. You get what I'm saying. And like, I love when I'm in your streams, and like, there's like, you can tell that the raid community is kind of like that. Like, they try to support the fellow raiders and like Shadow Legend people. And there's almost like a brother sisterhood, like a fraternal kind of aspect to it that I respect and wish I still had. But as you know, with me, any given stream, not only will I probably do like 4 different things on one stream, I'll do like 11 different things in 1 week. But again, that goes back to what I said earlier. You're really good at gassing us up when you're shouting us out. You said something yesterday. You're like, go give the buddy Creed a follow. And then you said something like, he's a variety streamer in the utmost capacity or something like that. Or like, he's a variety streamer to the up degree or something. And I was like, my dog. And I was like, that's what I think I do feel that way. Because it's like, it's funny because like, you'll watch somebody who only plays a battle royale, for example, right? That's all they've done for 6 years, is only played Fortnite. And then they'll go play Call of Duty Warzone, and they'll like, that the variety streamer, and it's like, yeah, it's still a battle royale. Or even if they only play Fortnite and then they play Valorant, it's like, you're still doing a shooter game. Like, to me, variety is like, you know, you're going shooter game, you're going a scary game, and then, so obviously there's different ways. Everyone, I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way. I'm not trying to throw any shade, because again, I was just highlighting the benefits of not doing that. But like, there's the only one game. There's the only one genre. There's the person who plays a lot of genres, but they're still only gaming on their streams, right? And then again, my biggest Twitch inspiration is Will Neff, and like, I think that's why I've always liked him, because I just like how one stream might be a movie stream, and then the next one is a gaming stream, and then the next one is a IRL at the gym stream, which you will not catch me doing, but yeah. Yeah, it's a fine line from maining a game and trying to raid your viewers that isn't the main game. Fine line from maining a game to trying to raid. I'm not sure what you meant by that one. I think I agree with you, but even changing games midstream from the main game to something different can cause viewers. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's precisely, and I'm not going to touch any buttons, and I've talked about this all the time. Anytime people ask me like what if they had any suggestions for a starting streamer, my go-to tip: hide your viewer count. Personally, and I think part of it is because even years ago, if you go back to like 2019, like I would, I don't know, play Apex and then switch to something else, and I would notice myself go from 2 to 1. And even though that like shouldn't affect me at all, because the way Twitch counts viewers, that probably is, there was probably not even a second viewer ever there, right? Twitch is just weird. but I would get in my own head. Or if I would go on like a rant on something that I believe about, like I'm passionate about, and I notice it go from 3 to 2, I just basically was like, I never want to get in my own head about that. Like, I don't, if I want to change a game, I want to change a game. If I want to tell something that I'm passionate about or go on a spiel about the backwards compatibility in the gaming industry, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do it. But yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, this whole thing is a wild, wild west, and it has been for a while. And it feels like it's changing all the time. Like, I feel like in a way, gaming streams, classic gaming streams, are also kind of going by the wayside. Because people have seen the things like, you know, Kai's Mafia-thon, right? And all of these kind of like IRL... I don't want to use program, but you get it. It feels like there's rarely going to be a definitive blueprint for this whole thing, I guess, is my overall point. Because, I mean, even if you look at Twitch right now and you go look at, I don't know, the top 4 streams that you follow in viewer count, I would imagine at least 2 of them are going to be radically different than one of the others. But you know what they say, and this is why Joe Dirt is one of the great philosophers of our time, right? You gotta just keep on keeping on, you know what I mean? There's just no two ways about it. You just gotta put your head down, do what you like to do, stay in your lane, don't piss people off unless they deserve to be pissed off because they suck. And just keep it moving. High viewer count and interact. I do agree with that. That's one thing. Well, and using Discord, stuff like that, all of that, like interacting more outside of your own bubble. Because that, I think, so it's funny when I look back at some of my VODs, like I was looking at, oh, I just accidentally gave him way too much change. I just gave him 15 extra bucks. Oops. I was looking at a VOD from just like October of 2024, right? So not even 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, basically. And I had 170 followers at the time. I have no idea what I have now. I just know it's over 500, I want to say. And anyways, my point is, it's interesting that, you know, I've been streaming in some... Now, granted, in 2018, my grandpa died in February and my grandma died in October. So I didn't stream much in 2018, which is kind of unfortunate because that was the year Twitch really blew up with the whole Fortnite... what are they called? The Twitch drops for Fortnite. I have way too many Legally Blondes. I think we can confirm. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, long story short, you know, I've been streaming since 2016, right? And we're almost out of the, I think in a couple weeks will be the 10th anniversary of my first ever stream. And I've grown 3 times as much in the last 18 months as I did the prior 8 years, right? And I think a large part of that is, and shout out the homie Cormex, one of my main mods and one of my best friends in real life. He probably started in 2019 telling me, you need to use Discord more. You need to use Discord more. Whether it's just to get people into your Discord so they can like talk to you outside of stream, or to try to like meet other streamers and join other communities and like just meet people. And not in the like I need friends kind of way, but like a networking, like a business networking kind of way. And I just didn't. He started telling me that in 2019, I think. I didn't start using like I made my Discord, like a Discord account in 2018, but I didn't actually start using it until 2024. And so to your point, yeah, I absolutely, that's something I've just, yeah, absolutely. Whether it's linking with like you and, well, it's weird too, because like Matchy was a big help too, right? Like Matchy found my stream because he had just gotten into Marvel Snap and he was trying to find small streams to hang out in. And obviously we bonded over sports pretty quickly, right? But like Matchy, the me and Matchy thing didn't start as like a mutual, oh, we're both streamers, let's link up or whatever. It was him just following me. And then as time organically progressed, the conversation naturally led to like me finding out he streamed, and then I was like, all right, I'll follow you. And then next thing you know, I'm meeting Trav, I'm meeting you, I'm meeting other people, and then through y'all, I've met other people, and then I like to think that at least somewhat y'all have met some people through me. But yeah, that has been so cool. It's been so, like, hell, I'm on Twitch so much that I still have a great group of like some of my best IRL friends. Like, I mean, we have a group chat that's active literally every day. I see at least 3 of them at least once a month, right? So I'm lucky at my age to still have a really good core group of IRL friends. But because I'm on Twitch so much, a lot of my like, how do I word, like, not my best friends, but a lot of the like my actual social interactions for the most part on any given day are through of people I met on Twitch, and I think that's really cool. Oh yeah, everyone has their own recipes. I created my Twitch the same day as my Fortnite for the drops. Ah, see, I see everyone when they talk about that, they go, well, we all remember that it's like the Ninja and Drake and Travis Scott, and that's what blew it up. And obviously that helped. I mean, Drake. But at the same time, I always tell people, I was like, I honestly think that it didn't even need to be Ninja. It could have been any streamer. No offense to Ninja, and it could have been like Pauly Shore. Like, it could have been D-list. Shout out Pauly Shore, but like it could have been like C-list celebrities, right? It could have been kind of people most people don't know about. And I think that whole thing would have still been a big ordeal for Twitch because of the drops. And that's what I think people forget when they bring that whole sequence up, was drops as a whole. Drops as a whole were relatively new then. And then so not only do you have this new thing where you can get free loot for a game, but you have it for couldn't find horror on shelf. Brother, there's an entire 2 shelves of horror there. Hello? Hello? Right there. You see it? Alright, get out of my store. Go on now. Get. Dude, this guy's name is Duke Trailer King. Okay, something's going on with that back shelf. Maybe I need to put more variety on there because they keep going back there and like, oh, wait, no comedy. I don't see any comedy. Yo, what are you even working on these days right now? Will you check out, we're on the checkout desk. I'm gonna hire a new employee. We have 2,000. Randall Hicks. Look at that mustache. We gotta go with him. And then I want you to restock rental returns. And now's the time we finally change the color. Oh, you can get a whole package. That's cool. They're really liking the Sprite. I like how it's called, what is it, Spite? It's called Spite, and then there's a lemon one and a lime one. Imagine how bad a just straight lemon carbonated drink is probably. Account age was created 7 years. That does line up right around when that was, because that was 2018. That was March. Yeah, dude. Wow. Literally almost to the day. Because I'm gonna say that was March of 2018. I remember that. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love dark green, I almost wish I didn't go dark green on my walls. It's a little too dark. Little too dark. Little too dark. Wait, I need to go buy more of that. What was that second movie I made? Adventures of the Nipple Clamper or something? Tales from the Abandoned Church. So close. I like how when you make your own movie, they not only have a genre, but they give them a theme. So like when I mixed Good Burger and it was a family movie that's psychological, which I love conceptually. And then this one's animation, supernatural. All right, after I unload this, I'm gonna do a loop around town, see what I can find. Out the bottle, dude. No one cares about. There's something off about Mary, apparently. From Houston, Texas, all summer long. Okay, you're working. Y'all are back there. Let me greet you. Scooter time. All right, let's try to go. We're gonna go destroy a couple more kiosks. Yeah, look how many people are ordering from Netflix right now. Get out of here. Y'all come to my store. Everyone come to my store. Yep, good job. Good job. Good job. Yes, y'all know where to go. Go to We Be Flicking You. We Be Flicking You. We can flick your beans and your cinema all at the same time. Oh, this motherfucker had a late movie. You better give it. Dude, I love how they can give you scratch-offs, dude. That's so cool. Ah, damn it. I'm, like, actually shocked at how big this map actually is. Ooh, it's another Nokia. Call Cube Pro. Oh, hey, oh. Good It Burgers. That's really good. When I was trying to, like, at the time I only had 6 movies to potentially merge when I first unlocked the ability to mix movies. And I love the idea of, well, one, we had recently watched Good Burger for film class. And then 2, last year we watched, not for film class, but just like a watch party kind of thing. We watched both It's during Spookorama. And so that was part of it. And then I love the idea of Keenan and Kel potentially having to go into the sewers and deal with Pennywise. Yo, look at the Game Boy. It's a Pretendo Playboy. Questionable yellow. You know what's cool is so they obviously have like Pokemon ripoff games. So one of them was called like shockingly blue, and then that one was called questionably yellow. Nokia, the indestructible phone. The undestructible? Did you mean indestructible? Goons only. No, we found a goon cave. We found a goon cave. Hello, lads. Don't mind if I join in, huh? Let's see what this game is. It just says Collector's Edition. One of the ones I've already found was, instead of GoldenEye, it was called Golden Spy. Good It Burgers. That's good. Hello? Ma'am, are you okay? You're not only out in the woods, but you're passed out behind a camper. Like, I'm worried about them. Hello? Again, one of my favorite things is not sunburn yellow. It's not just the fact that they have the collectibles, which I love in games, but I love when the game has like a shelving area for you to display the collectibles that you have found. They don't call me Parkour Poppy for nothing. Oh, man. No, that was it. I just got robbed and shafted. Yes. Oh, another Super Soaker. Ultra Blast Green. Did my playlist end? What's happening here? Did. This next playlist is... pretty good one. Oh, no, no, no. Yes. Again, some of the art style, now granted, it's much more polished than The Simpsons was, but something about the like city and the like glossy, I don't know the word, but it reminds me of the game Simpsons Hit and Run. Many of y'all might remember. Dial Master 3. So some of the ones I've gotten like a Pokemon reference, I've gotten a Monster Hunter reference, we've gotten a GoldenEye, we've gotten a Star Fox. Grip Phone Supreme. Yo, Leafy, didn't you... Oh, no. Don't you have a... when did you say your exams were? Next week or today? Either way, best of luck. If they are today and I don't see you again before then... Ooh, I got a little yo-yo. Is yo-yo copyrighted? That just called it a go-go. Is there an actual company who copyrighted the term yo-yo? Oh, I wonder if you can find stuff in trash cans. What's also dope is there's a lot of stuff that's already interactive-able in this game, even though it's like early access just started. And then there's some stuff that they're clearly gonna probably add later and make it interactive-able. Like there's a bowling alley, right? And there's literally a bowling ball there and pins and everything. And it's like almost, it looks like it's ready for you to interact with it. But if you click on the bowling ball, nothing happens for now. But I feel like they're going to change that. Help with homework, nerd. Please, 10 times 2 plus 5. Yo, I like how they're trying to fuck with the PEMDAS of it all. Chat, what's the answer? Yo, what up, Fall? Hello. The queen of cuties. So what I love about this is the fact that they wrote 70 on there because it's wrong. So good. The answer is 25, chat. 25. But that person doesn't know PEMDAS, which is obviously the joke. I love that. And another Tamagotchi for me. This one's called the Ghost. And instead of Tamagotchi, they call it the Dribble Hachi. What you been up to today, Fall? How getting the Jaden to school and all that go? I know you pick him up. Do you take him as well? I forget. Or does he ride the bus to school? See how this volleyball? I want to be able to hit this at somebody. Little badminton action. No way. No way. Is that an Ed, Ed, and Eddie reference? Dude, surely not, right? Surely not. That's the plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie? I have to assume so. I'd have to assume so. Oh, I love that. I love that. No school on Fridays like every week? Or just this week? Oh, sweet. Hell yeah. Dude, wow. I should have went to school in Idaho. Or... You actually probably... Oh, I'm so sorry. You actually live across the border? Like right on the inside of Montana? What is that? Is that... Oh, do y'all remember the super... what was it called? The Nintendo glove? It was like a glove controller that you wore on the 90s. It didn't last long. Okay, it's hour and a half. It's noon. Oh, unfortunately, I probably can only stream for another like 10 minutes. Just a little short guy. No. Pico Vision Blue. Bonk balloons. Dude, this game is so big. And you know why? Hold on. By the way, this whole time I have been away from my store. Who knows what's happening with it? I might have lost so many customers. I kind of just remembered that that's a thing. What a banger this song is. Skirt, skirt. Oh my god, look at the line out the door. Oh my, where's my employee at? Dude, is he jorking in the closet or something? Again? What are you doing, bud? Can you please work the checkout desk? No, don't fire him, no. Thank you. Okay, again, I love how it displays your collectibles. Right? There's the Nokia phones we've been finding. The Tamagotchis. And then in this room, you have some of the other ones, like the Super Soakers. We just gotten that bonk thing. These are the planks from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I love that. Oh. Wait, no one's renting the new movie. The movie we made. That has Johnny Bravo on the cover. What kind of heathens are we cultivating here as customers at We Flick You Good? Or no, what is the shop called? We Be Flicking You. That's the name of my store. We Be Flicking You. Hey, welcome to We Be Flicking You. Yep, I'll flick you too. Hey, you like how I flick you? Get it? Because like a film is also known as a flick. Alright, we gotta hop off, unfortunately. Oh, it's time to go adulting. Yo, yesterday I went in town to get my contact exam and new contacts ordered, and my optometrist place had moved locations on me. And I drove all the way there, some 35 minutes to it, and they weren't even there anymore. And by the time I was like, dude, I don't even want to look up where the new store is and drive halfway across town. I live like 3 hours away from Salt Lake. That's the best I can describe it. But like, okay. So in the context of this conversation, would the school system that your kids, are they in the Idaho school system? Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. I'm looking at you nice and deep like. Live in a small, okay, gotcha. That's what I thought, but then I remember, I think one of the conversations you like described it as like driving into Boise, and for some reason my brain kind of read that as like crossing a state line to go to Boise. But if you're like in a small farming town, then I use the expression like I live in a I grew up. A better way to describe it is I grew up in essentially a suburb of Augusta that was pretty rural juror. And one of the hardest words in the English language to say, without a doubt. And anyways, and so we would always describe it as going into town. If we needed to go to Walmart for groceries, we would go into town. So I should have just read it that way. All right, my beautiful people, I have to head out. I know it's a short one. I probably won't stream again the rest of this evening, but we are doing Dungeons and Dragons. For anyone who's bored tonight, we're doing the second Dungeons and Dragons session in the Discord. You don't have to say anything if you just want to chill in the call and listen as me and Clipper. And if I don't know if Katie's going to do it again. She did do it last time. Her character is a giant named Gang Wang. And my character's name is Victor Magnus. I'm an elf. Yeah, if y'all want, again, so in the Discord, boom, you come down to community nights, and then that's my character, and that's the harpy that I'm trying to sexo with. Granted, she looks so much better now than in her previous picture. Her previous picture, she kind of had like chicken tender legs a little bit. Bay's looking good right now. Anyways, so this is a preview, but if you come to this here and you go to pinned message, Clipper has typed up with the help of ChatGPT, I believe, a summary of what happened in the first night, and there's a video. If you come here, you can go to this video, and it's a summary, or it's not a summary, it's the whole night. So, hold on, let me pause the music real quick. So like one of the moments, I make a reference to, let's just say I make a Mike Vick joke a little bit, right? Like you know me, I love animals. The joke isn't insensitive to animal cruelty, but I'm playing a character. It's a bit, right? And so basically in this bit, my character is mad that the East Forest Falcons lost their starting quarterback because he got caught illegally goblin betting and like fighting goblins in a pit instead of, um and again, I love dogs. Dog fighting is despicable. But again, my character Victor Magnus is a little indifferent to it. So he's like, dude, if they didn't take our quarterback, the East Forest Falcons would have probably won the Super Bowl that year. No, Ben, no, Ben. Yo, welcome in, Raiders. Everyone knows I love Ben. Ben's a VIP around here. Ben's the homie. We love you, Ben. I was literally about to end myself. Raiders, welcome in. My name's Creed. I do all sorts of stuff. Literally, what we're talking about now is Dungeons and Dragons. So in my Discord, we have done a Dungeons and Dragons night, and the community can get involved. Now, you need to... Yo, Etrom, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you, big dog. What up, man? What you clipping? What have I even done? Were you talking about the harpy? Are you trying to clip my harpy? That's my shawty, dude. So anyways, long story short, we do all sorts of things here. We do sports. If you like football, if you like the Premier League and Champions League, we talk about it all the time. If you like movies, we do film class on Thursday nights. Last night we did the movie Mallrats. Tonight, way later, maybe 10 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do our second community Dungeons and Dragons night. Now, it might just be me and Clipper tonight, but anyways, so yeah, that's what we're doing. If you want to get caught up, this is the video. There's a link. If you go to the Discord, community nights, bam, you can either go pinned message or it's not that far up, right? So session 1, the root that remembers. Session 2, the echo of the first pact. If you go to this, anyways, it actually, we had a blast. It was really, really fun. I think I'm a decent improver. So like at certain times, this is my first ever time doing Dungeons and Dragons, so that was pretty dope. But yeah, let me get that out of here. I am heading out myself. Ben, dude, I appreciate it, big dog. oh, that I did. I should have said finish. Etrom, you trying to finish me, dude? What do you like to do, Etrom? Are you a Brawlhalla? Obviously, you're friend. Is Ben not even gonna say anything? Ben's gonna raid me and not say anything. Me and him are beefing. Not really. I love Ben. Ben's the homie. Oh, do you play Brawlhalla? I'm guessing. And again, I appreciate the follow. Ben, I'm sorry. I guess I'll raid out. Hold on, let me raid. Or else I'll feel bad. Hold on. If y'all have anyone y'all want me to raid, let me know. If not, I'm gonna raid Bang, I think. He's the only one, like, any of the smaller streamers that I fuck with that are on right now. Oh. You want to finish me as wild as well. Love it. Yes, Brawlhalla casual player. If you love that, then have you ever seen oh, okay. Not to toot my own horn, but look at this one clip. So we were playing, this was maybe 2 years ago. We were playing the game, let me turn the music down, sorry. We were playing the game Phasmophobia, right? Okay, and it's a game where you are essentially ghost hunters, right? You're paranormal people who try to get a ghost out of a house, okay? And I actually think, like, this is, you know, when you make yourself laugh, maybe not other people, but you make yourself laugh. This is one of those moments where I think this is hilarious. I don't know if other people do, but keep in mind, we are essentially, we're ghost hunters, right? And we are being hired by someone, like someone is leaving their home. They're going to go on vacation, almost like their home is getting fumigated for cockroaches or something, right? They're going to leave their home. They're going to leave a key and then we are going to show up, get the key, and we're going to go in these people's homes. And so in my mind, I was thinking before this clip of how funny it must be for the neighbors of someone who is hiring like ghost hunters, right? And like if you don't believe in ghosts at all, so therefore you don't believe ghost hunters are doing anything, then it just kind of looks like they're breaking into someone's house, right? That was literally the conversation right before this. And so ultimately this is what came from the clip. Hold on. Well, let me restart it. I've always liked that. I'm a big fan of good jingles, real good jingles. And again, we were talking about the concept of like breaking and entering. I was like, dude, if they don't believe in ghosts, it just looks like you're breaking and entering. So I was like, will you want to be in me? Because otherwise it looks like I'm committing a B&E. Anyway, sorry to toot my own horn there. I'm going to raid the homie. What if the ghost steals the key? You do know what Phasmophobia is? I don't know if you ever play it, but if you want to join the Discord, we haven't played it in a month or so, but every so often we'll do a night where a couple of us will play together. So if you ever want to join up with us, feel free, join the Discord. I appreciate you hanging out from the raid. You've said more than the homie Ben has. Do I give you the VIP? Do I give you Ben's VIP instead? I think so. I just watched some gameplay. Gotcha. All right, word. I don't play Brawlhalla, so if I don't see you again in a stream for a while, I understand. I've been around Twitch for 12 years. I've been streaming for 10 in some capacity or another, so I get it. If like a lot of the time I'm doing stuff that you have no interest in, no worries. Hopefully though you'll find some stuff that we all, again, every Thursday night we watch a movie on stream. So like again, last night it was Mallrats. You won't find a VOD of it, but like just like a little example. Boop. Content, video producer. Last night. See. So this was on Twitch last night. We watched the movie Mallrats. And what I normally do is I call it Pixels and Popcorn. We play a game and then we watch a movie. So we played Rewind 99, which is like a Blockbuster shop simulator. And then we watched a movie that's all in a mall. So, anyways. I don't know if the curse is still there, but you know how much we had to like block? Oh, they're still blocked. So in this scene, they show nipples. So I had to block the scene because, TOS. But anywho, no need. Ben is the GOAT. Yeah, it's like streaming a film. It's not like right, exactly. So the way I do it is they're YouTube free movies, and then I delete the VOD. Essentially, there's no copy. I have this whole system. We've been doing it for a while. But yeah, I am gonna bounce. I'm gonna raid the homie. What's his name? Bang. Actually, at this point, everyone's probably dissipated. I'm not even gonna raid out. I'm just gonna dip. I gotta go do adulting. Unfortunately, Pokey Catch, Ultra Ball, Discord. Yo, Steve Harvey. Speaking of, yeah, it's not like instant TOS is kind of strong. Got to be safe. Yeah, dude. And so, for example, most of the time, thank you so much for the follows, guys. We just hit my follower goal of 530. That means the world. We're not big time in like Ben. Ben's got 1,000. Actually, Ben has a couple thousand because of that bot raid or whatever the other day. What was I gonna say? Yeah, most of the time the movies we watch for film class aren't like there's nothing to worry about, but there's been 2 times. One, Blade Runner, a couple months ago, there's a little nudity, but it lasts like 40 seconds, so that was an easy cover-up. Last night, it was like a 3-minute long scene of a fortune teller with 3 nipples, and like part of the whole bit is she like rubs the 3rd nipple to get like her premonitions, you know what I mean? And so that was like 3 straight minutes I had to block for TOS, but it's one of those things like, would I rather watch an 1.5 hour long movie where 3 minutes we have to block, or not watch the movie at all? I would rather just miss out on 3 minutes kind of thing. But yeah, adulting. Yeah, I got to go get contacts. I went to go get new contacts yesterday, and I drove 30 minutes to my optometrist, and they apparently had moved offices across town. And it was like at this point 4:30, so like rush hour traffic was about to start. I basically was like, yeah, nope, just going back tomorrow, unfortunately. Um, in fact, they've moved so recently. If you try to Google Maps where they're at, their address is still their old address. I actually had to call somebody at the store next to where they used to be and ask the lady if she can walk, because on their old store, on the door, it has one of those signs that says like, sorry customers, we've moved to blah and blah, please call us here. I actually had to ask the lady to walk next door and give me the phone number because there's no way to find them. Anywho, Steve Harvey, I appreciate the follow. I know you're a big Brawlhalla. You know what? I might actually try Brawlhalla coming up here soon. I played Super Smash Bros. I played Rivals of Aether, so I'm not opposed to playing, what are those called? Party brawlers. And it'd be my first time playing, so maybe some of you guys can like give me tips and pointers and shit like that. Y'all can be like coaching the noob. We can do something like that. And one more thing, I know I'm rambling a lot. I don't know if you like One Piece. I know Ben loves One Piece. I've never seen it. I've never read it. I have no, other than there's a character named Chopper, and that there's a character named Monkey something. I know nothing. And there's pirates, something like that. But anyways, long story short, I have no idea anything about One Piece. I bring that up because I think I'm going to start the live action show here in the next couple weeks, and we're going to be watching it in Discord. So if you like One Piece and you would be interested in watching somebody experience One Piece for the first time, and of course you get to rewatch it, well, feel free to join, because that's going to be the experience pretty soon. Steve Harvey, it's good. What is good? One Piece or Brawlhalla? One Piece, I'm guessing. But both. Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, so again, I had never seen. I'll show you the thing. So did y'all see the thing where the creator of One Piece dropped the thing in the ocean? Hold on, One Piece ocean Easter egg hunt thing, and then like people are supposed to find it. You did? Yo, what up, Lux? How was class? Well, I saw this. I don't even find this. Does someone, maybe Easter egg's not the best thing to put. How would I even go about looking for this, dude? I showed it on Newsday the other day. Class was class. Like, when you say that, that makes me think it was awesome. Like, things, like, if things are classy. Oh, one more thing. Etrom and Steve Harvey, if y'all are there. So on Thursdays, we do film class at night, Eastern time. On Tuesdays, we do something called Newsday, where I show wholesome news stories and articles and whatnot. Try to remind people that there's good in the world, right? And there's just like sweet moments. Like, for example, one of my favorites that we've done is this. So one, guy rescues 2 toddlers. Okay, here's another one. This dude, 104-year-old Vietnam vet, World War II vet, and he's playing the national anthem on the saxophone. And he crushes it. Okay, anyways, y'all get the point. One Piece Ocean box. So once I saw this, I was like, I love this. This is my kind of marketing, basically. And once I saw this, I was like, okay, I might be down to give this show a chance. Have you seen this, Lux? Are you a one? Have you watched? I'm guessing you've seen One Piece. You're 20, what? You haven't seen it? I was about to profile you. I was about to say you're a 23-year-old with an anime profile picture. I find it hard to believe you wouldn't have seen One Piece, but I stand corrected. Love you, bud. No shade thrown. Love you, bud. But you do have an anime profile pic. That's true. There's no debating that. You haven't. Okay, gotcha. Apparently, within like 3 days, people have got their. I think they're. I don't know if they found it yet, but apparently, people have gotten really, really close to like isolating where they could have dropped this based on like basically on some geoguesser shit. They like pause one of the views and like, well, the sun is setting in this direction and it's apparently 4:30 and the if the sun is setting in that direction, then that is that direction and you can't see land, but they go presumably this has to be close to the coast of Japan because you'd have to get like right? You'd have to essentially get either the Japanese government to give you permission to do this, or you got to do it in international waters, which is probably way too deep for anyone to ever find it, right? Because you don't want to drop it somewhere that has a depth that they can't reach without James Cameron money. Why'd I catch it straight? Because of the profile picture. Please do change it right now. Oh, yo, I have. There's just so many things that I need to do in terms of like my content creation or whatever. But Lux, dude, 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 I have a moment. So you might remember a week ago, we're talking about your Cleveland Cavaliers. And more explicitly, I'm talking about the concept of how James Harden has seemingly unlocked Evan Turner, right? Or Evan Mobley. Evan Turner. Fuck, I forget which one it is. I think it's Evan Turner. Whatever one. And I was talking about how we were all discussing how is Darius Garland going to be on the Clippers? What does this mean with having Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, two older ball dominant guards on the same team? And one thing that I think most of us never factored in is like how could it unlock other people? So anyways, you might remember I was like specifically, this was a week ago, I was like James Harden, his presence has unlocked Evan and he's been playing out of his mind. Well, like 3 days after we had that conversation, there is a highlight of James Harden having like a 3/4, hold on, James Harden alley oop to Evan Turner Mobley. Here it is. This happened 4 days ago. So again, I was almost spot on. About 3 days after we talked about it, this happened. And I literally was like, okay, it's one thing when like you can't like it's not tangible, right? Like a lot of that kind of stuff is intangible or it's tougher to quantify. You can't see it with the naked eye. You can't see how you often might not see how a defense slides more to James Harden because of his shooting prowess. So then that opens up, right? But this is tangible. This is easy to see. I mean, literally 3/4. He throws it from the opposite free throw line, bro. That is so rowdy. That's one of the better full distant alley oops I've ever remember. I know there's a Kevin Love one that's sick. There's a LeBron one that's sick. Anyways, sorry, I have ADHD real bad. We all know it. Back to this video. Sorry. Yeah, the Clippers are weird. They're not 5-0. Oh well, um, they can't be 5-0 because they lost the other night. But unless Garland didn't play, then sorry, I stand corrected. Yeah, Steve, I do. In fairness, I would like to say it's because I like so many things, right? Like I can talk to you for hours about soccer, or world football, right? I can talk to you about the Premier League, Champions League. I can talk to you for hours about basketball, about football, about film, about television, about anime, you American football. Like I have a lot of passions, and the problem is it's good when you can hone it in. The problem is you see a butterfly fly and you're like, oh, that reminded me about so and so, like this Dracula play I saw. The One Piece does exist. Yeah, Lux. So I don't know if you heard. I'm gonna start watching the live action. I'm not gonna go through. I might watch the. I think. I think Ben was telling me this. There's like what, like 1,100 episodes of One Piece, but I think they're working on a version of One Piece that's gonna like trim it down. It's gonna cut a lot of the filler out. It's like that one project they did with Dragon Ball where they kind of boom. I might watch the anime when they do that. But until then, I am gonna start the live action Lux over the, I don't know when, over, look for it in the next couple weeks. But we're gonna watch it in my Discord, and it will be my first ever time watching it. So I was telling people who like One Piece, if they want to experience me experiencing it and rewatch it, boom. And then obviously, since you've never watched it, One Piece, able to for sure. Yeah, I feel like I haven't gotten to watch much with you. And we watch a lot. I know, I trust me, I'm not trying to guilt you. I know that like the holiday period up until recently you were mad swamped. But like, so Steve and Etrom, if y'all are still there, I don't know if y'all use Letterbox. If you like movies, Letterbox is legit, dude. Legit. You can have a profile, the whole nine. But like we have two different things. So in my Discord, we'll have movie nights where we all just casually watch a movie. It's not in film class capacity. Hell, sometimes some people are gaming and maybe even showing their screen of them gaming while someone else is showing the movie. So all of these movies are ones we've seen in like a fun, lighthearted movie night capacity. As you can see from Skeleton King here, all the way down to The Shining, these were all in October last year. I do something called Spookorama, and what we were doing was showing at least one scary movie every night. Now, we did that really well up until about the 22nd, and then we kind of got burnt out. But so, anyways, we watched all of these just in October, and then these have been here hit and miss. I bring that up though because we also have all of these, which are a part of actual film class, right? And again, there's no homework. I'm not trying to be like too hoity-toity with film and like, oh, well, but I do think it's an elevated viewing experience, right? We're not just brain deadedly watching a movie. There are going to be times where I might pause it and like harp on like great cinematography or what a great act. Like last night, we're watching Mallrats. Mallrats is a lowbrow stoner comedy that doesn't have much cinematic prowess. Like it's not winning awards, right? But there is a scene where Shannon Doherty, rest in peace, is like having to freak out on her boyfriend in an elevator, and her acting is fantastic. Like all of the rest of the movie, I mean, a lot of the acting is good, but the thing is, you don't, in a movie like that, you don't expect to have a scene that well acted, and she acts her tits off. So, anyways, we do try to do like an elevated movie experience. We've done Seven Samurai, which was awesome. I even made my camera black and white while we watched it. Yep. Okay, anyways, I really do got to go. I got to go to get my contacts. I appreciate y'all being here. Steve, Etrom, thanks for the follow. Ben, if you're lurking, thank you so much for the raid. You know you're my homie. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. And like I said, tonight, later in the Discord, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be hanging out. We're going to do Dungeons & Dragons. Again, you don't have to talk. You can type in the chat if you want. If you just want to watch it on the side monitor, join the Discord, !Discord. If not, I will see y'all when I see you. Steve and Etrom, whenever I do start my Brawlhalla journey, I hope that I have y'all in my corner coaching me up. That's all I ask for. Y'all in my corner coaching me up. Y'all have a great rest of your Friday. I will see y'all tonight. If not, I will see y'all very soon. Y'all stay bonita. Night night. Keep your buttholes tight or don't. It's up to you.